I think we're going to go with Dark Ritual. I think that has to be where we go. Combat casting. That isn't particularly useful for me right now. Forest Warden. Vigor is also useful. Restore, I mean, it's not a terrible one. Gaining one resist is nice, though. I don't do a lot of fighting with this particular character directly. But that being said, you know, I am kind of building towards it, so maybe I should take fighting, or maybe I should take sprint even. Increase my defense, perhaps. But I use a lot of turns just to kind of bulk my army, so actually I'm going to take resistance training, sure. That'll make the army a little bit stronger. Now, what I want to see is, did I just capture a hero? Sadly, no. No, no hero was caught. Not today, anyway. Now, this is the only one that's left. It's a lot weaker now by comparison. Next turn, we should be able to wipe out this Dragon's Lair, I think. That was a very fortuitous little fight we had there. Ah, they're going to kill my crow. That's fine. At this point, I've got so many spells, I might have been able to fight it and win. You're a worry. Because you're a lot of high tier. And this is not a lot of high tier. Anubis Den. I'll throw down the Caltrop stash. We can now get... Gain the ability to assign Whispering Stones to other Empire's vassals. Don't need it. Instantly gain a bunch of knowledge. Don't need that either. Getting this would actually allow us to have a lot of... a lot of combat casting points in a fight. Yeah, we're gonna grab that. I am somewhat concerned. Right, that nightmare is deeply messed up. So I'm gonna have it leave and exchange it for a wild. Call it. We can move up. The nightmare is going to join this group. That group is going to make its way down. Hopefully, we can pull all of our armies into this fight. Yeah. This is a ridiculous... We have brought so much power to this fight. It would have shocked me if we'd lost anyone. Close. There we go. Alright. Staff of the Blossom. Of Blossom, rather. Support ability grants regeneration to affected units. Single magical attack against target immobilized. 90% chance. Support abilities. Oh, does that mean every support ability does it? A Tyrant Knight? This is a level 4 unit. Okay. And a bunch of extra gubbins. Okay. I accept. I accept the Tyrant Knight in exchange for you. Now, let's have a look at our heroes and see if any of them particularly want that equipment. I doubt I want it here, but... because this will disable my mounts. The only person that it might be worthwhile on is you. Do you have many support abilities? Is it possible to play a pure magic faction? That I don't know, but I imagine so. And Alberto, thank you ever so much for the 13 months. Popping in before bed. Slay in the name of Drop Table. Shall do. Can we have more squads than 6? Asks Ulf. Not in a single army, but you can bring up to 3 armies into a fight. So it's the potential maximum amount of units is 18 to start with, but once you're in the fight, units can summon more units. Quite often, powerful summoning abilities you can only use once per battle. For example, there's one that'll allow you to summon 3 low-tier undead, and one that'll allow you to summon a tier 3 elemental. You can have several units that can do this in your army, so potentially you can have upward of 18 summoner only force. 18, yeah. So if you go in with your armies, it's 18 only, but potentially you would be able to increase it within the fight. So if you wanted to take a bunch of summoners, units that can summon in, yeah, you could have 18 of them, and then in the first turn multiply your number of units by a significant amount. I am actually sorely tempted to give this to you. But I don't know how this would... like, support abilities grant regeneration to affected units. You don't have many of those. I guess Dark Ritual works. I guess Animal Kinship does? Oh yeah, I know that this is the only character that I think I might be okay with losing the mount on, basically. But let's have a look at what abilities I might be able to give you. Are there any in particular? Because this unit doesn't have any support abilities. Not until, like, level 10, I guess, but... regardless, I'll take endurance training, because I want that. You know what, though? We will go with this stuff. That's awesome. You're walking around with a tree. Sure. We'll just see how that goes. We're not going to have a mount with this unit as a consequence, but... that's okay. That's okay for now. Oh, and another hero also leveled up. My archer. Go with Vigor. Alberto got crypts. We'll build that. Took us no time at all. We'll also build the caltrops. No, I won't, because I am desperately hurting for money now. Actually, in a lot of ways. Unit upkeep is the biggest hit. Building over there. Caltrops. I will let that finish, because then we'll start bringing in a bit more money. Whether that'll be enough, though, is a big ask. I'm just constantly at this point where I don't quite have enough cash. It sucks being poor. You need to stop casting spells all the time. Aspect of the route is what's really hurting. Don't need them. I'm not going to have scouts out anymore. Do I really need star blades? I mean, so many of my units gain a benefit from me casting spells, and I pretty much cast a spell every single turn, so kind of, yeah. Soulbinders makes a lot of sense. The aspect of the route does not affect enough people to justify its use, so I'm going to cancel that one. We're still in the negative, but less so now. But at this point, it's time for me to go on a tea break, chat. We still need to plonk down another area. I'm thinking somewhere around here for our next city, but that'll have to come after I wipe out this area. Because I want to clear that zone. But getting rid of the dragons there was a big help. I think that's going to do a lot of good for us. We want to take our hero units across. Get as much damage in as we can. Got a good couple of extra units kind of just floating around now. But yeah, if we can get up there, wipe out this area, we'll get another high tier unit, I should imagine. And then hopefully found a new city. I could try and conquer someone, but sieges take a long time. They're not easy. They're really not easy. Well, we could definitely push out, but it'll be easier for me to set up a city at the back of my lands, which is nice and protected. I don't want to tangle into this mess. Honestly, I would rather go down here. Because then that'll give me half of the map. If I look down below, there are a couple of bits and bobs down there, but nothing too heinous. Also, picking up some more wonder sites would be good. But we'll have to see. I definitely need to get a new city, though, because I need more money and more mana all the time. Getting this mine rebuilt will definitely help. That farm isn't really hurting me right now. But, like I said, time for a tea break. So, I'm going to park the view down here. You can have a watch of that Chaos Eater eating my farm, which kind of goes against its name. But when we return, more shenanigans. We are indeed back and ready to get on with things. Well, it's going to take my main expeditionary force a little bit of time to get over there, but should be fine. I'm going to continue building up a regular fighting force down here, or I could leave one of my hero units down here to possibly help out with... What on earth are you? You are a tier 5 Balor. Okay. Duly noted. But I could leave one of my hero units down here to kind of help out a little bit, maybe. It's possibly a wise move. Potentially a wise move. How do you guys move on down? The mine is back up and running. Sure, I'm going to have a hero unit down here to try and make sure that things are safe in this area. I could instead take this army up then to help clear the way. Yeah, they would be a better army for me to move on then. Okay. And turn. We're going to be passing a couple of turns nice and fast here because I've got a plan in mind of what I want to get done. Oh, I'm afraid I don't have a store discount code 3 Hamka plan. I'm deeply sorry. You have treated your citizens in Albedo well. Now a sculptor approaches you, bowing reverently. Greetings, Emperor Bobby Droptable. The populace of Albedo have hired me, a humble sculptor in the likeness of kings... in the likenesses of kings and Gaudier, to immortalize your image in marble and flow rock. Though materials to work with, but... tough materials to work with, but I would use nothing less for an emperor of your stature. Please... if you would be so kind as to strike a pose. The citizens offer to sculpt a statue in your likeness. Which pose best captures your qualities? Nice. Exactly what we need. A pondering attitude, searching for answers. A defensive stance, protector of the city. Or a battle roar, weapon raised high. I think it has to be a pondering attitude. Now that has been a massive help. Now the ruler was denounced. I care not for your silly bickerings. I care about that. I do not care about you. Made a manor obelisk. Very nice. What I now need is a mine. A vendor will do. 10 gold. Go. Can I possibly go and poke around a bit? I've got an arcanist there. I have something I want to give you instead. Instead of an arcanist, yes, I do. Sadly, I can't get rid of you this turn, but I will next turn. My spider peeps over here. You can get onto the road, and then from there we can make very quick progress over there. You can just... honestly... how much are you costing me? 6 gold. Nah, don't need you. So long. I need to start being a bit more brutal with my culling of unnecessary units. 172. I can afford a few things, perhaps. I could get the crypto blade. Sorry, the crypt blade. Resurrects target killed as zombies under the wielder's control. But I would have to kill with the blade. So it's only useful against what against things that I have that have less than that many hit points left. Could also get the Spirit Wolf. I've been playing around with this idea for a long time. I think it's time that we got it. Well, that has been an expensive one to get. But well worth it. Let's get you up here. I will trade you for... See, the Dread Spider Matriarch? Ugh. Because you conjure animals and can use Unleash the Beast. I think we lose the Tusk Matriarch in favor of the Spirit Wolf. Because having someone that can conjure more animals and can buff them is a bit... Oh, that's what I got. That's why the Phoenix was able to kill and then move on. It's killing momentum for 3 turns. Right. Yeah. I probably do want to save for the teleporter improvement. That's a good point, actually. But right now, I need things that produce mana and things that make money. Chat, has Twisty One been good? I need to see a consensus in chat. Thumbs up for good, thumbs down for bad. Spell's ready to cast. Nah, don't want any of those. Okay, you're heading out. In this direction. Take care, Fanank. Have a good one, buddy. It doesn't look like chat favors you, Twisty One. Looks very much not favoring. Do I think I'll be covering the new Rovercraft too? Yeah, I'm in their Discord. I'm just holding off on producing any content for it yet. But quite close. What's that? Astral Echoes are special pickups, only visible and collectible by rulers of mystic culture. Astral Echoes grant knowledge or mana on pickup. The city structure, altar of the All-Seer, grants bonus income depending on the amount of Astral Echoes collected. Oh, okay. I declare that this stream is good luck. I just beat the last boss in a game that I've been working on for most of a week now. Hurrah! Very happy to hear that, Weird Morning Star. Oh, hello. Oh, thank goodness you didn't manage to pull us into a fight yet. Head over there. Head over there. You head, somewhere. I guess head down here. Fix the farm. Can't fix the farm. Let's get this fight on. Alright, let's see what auto combat can do. Okay, nice. We'll probably get rid of the skeleton, actually. I'll accept that. Tunk. Do we have someone better than a regular skeleton? Blade Runner might work. Okay, let's move on. Okay, caltrop stash is done. Alright, let's have a look at a couple of things that we can do, because there's a lot of stuff we can... Actually, we've just completed Necrotic Spires, so let's choose research. Create forest. Adds a forest feature to a target friendly or unowned province. Turns into mushroom forest underground. Does not work on mountain desolate or ice terrain. I think rotting explosion is the one for us to go for next, though. Alright, let's have a look at in chat. I solemnly declare that there were behaviours in your absence, Aavak. And it doesn't look like anyone has actually thumbs down, so I guess Twisty one. Since one person has... Two people have thumbs up. Fine. You ready? There you go. That's your one time this stream you're going to get it. Okay. But Albedo... I can build a Wizard Tower level 1. Will give me 5 Imperium plus 2 vision range. We'll unlock Wizard Tower 2. And Wizard Tower Room of Recall. Alternatively, I can build a Sacred Meadow. Counts as a farm. Benefits from +5 stability per adjacent conduit. Mr. Gabby does count as a conduit. We've got a conduit over there. We'll replace my research outpost, we'll replace my quarry. Kinda wish I'd had a conduit there now. Could I replace this? Yeah, I could replace it with a conduit. And then I'll claim this as a farm. And then I'll place down that as a farm. And so I won't lose anything. And it'll gain a bunch of extra stability, which would be nice. So that's something I can work on. But that's for a little bit. In the meanwhile, don't really need that. Don't really need that. So I'm going to let you just make money for now. Yeah, there's nothing else I really want. I mean, I could make some animals. I can make wargs and razorbacks, but they're not really what I'm looking for. What about Anubis then? What can you make? I can build a tavern here, which will give us a massive wallop of stability. I can build a Mystic Abbey, a Soul Well, a Wildlife Sanctuary, +10 food, +5 draft per province with forest. Counts as a forester. Children play. We got it! I can leave happy. There you go. Let's see. Sacred Meadow, I mean, of course I can do that. We've got a couple of places with conduits over here. I could replace that quarry with that. Soul Well, +3 mana per adjacent research post or conduit. Might be good. Counts as a research post. Mr. Gavi counts as a conduit, +3 knowledge per adjacent conduit or research post. No, I think I would want this. And I would like it over here. It'll replace the production, but it'll give me 6 mana instead of 5, I guess, crafting production, and 3 souls. And I need the mana more than anything else, so sure. Let's get that on the go. And then Moonstar down here is currently making market. After that, who knows what we're going to go for next. We'll see. Good morning, Manaway. How you doing? I was playing this all day yesterday. Man, I'm bad at it. Yeah, I'm not great. Sadly, I wish I were, but alas. Saying good morning to someone? But I am having a lot of fun with it, despite being not particularly good. Let's go to the Ogre's Keep, I guess. Oh, orders required. Ah, yes. Okay, well, we need to get out in this direction. We've got Bandit's Way, an underground passage, Pantheon Shrine. Ultimately, we need to get rid of the Ritual Circle, though. That's what we need to do. So let's start moving out in that direction. Oh, never mind. They just had a little bit more movement to make. My brother plays it too. He might have some advice. He's a lot better at these kinds of games. I'm too passive. Yeah, I sometimes struggle with being passive. And then at other times, I'm too aggressive. Like, I swing very wildly from one to the other. It's a kind of a wild experience as a content creator, because you will have a camp of people who will tell you off for being too passive, and then when you get aggressive, you'll have a camp of people telling you off for being aggressive. And it's like, no matter what you do, you can't win. Alright, someone just got sent to the Astral Void. Army of Bobby. I picture Hank Hill's son in arms. What? Orders required. I will move in just a second. Right. Well, let's be on the way. Now, I do want this group to maintain a relatively close position to one another as they make their way. Well, first... Ooh, has that actually got anything there? I think we've already uncovered that. So we're going to hit this watchtower down here. That'll uncover a bunch of stuff. Then we'll move on up and hit the ritual circle as well. But time for us to dip our faces into Ogre's Keep. When annexed, counts as a research post, gives +5, I forget what, Imperium, 20 research and -5 stability. We'll get mana as a reward. +5 fortification health per quarry in city domain can be set as a unit to deploy. Adds the Brewer Ogre and Butcher Ogre units to the Rally of Lieges. This structure can only be entered and fought with one army led by a hero. It's a bronze level, low difficulty place, so I'm fine with sending a man away. I'm a reward now? Yes, didn't you know? But I'm fine sending this army in. Scouting the castle, Mocken the Hawk witnessed a rather morbid argument. We steam them with mushrooms, Mocken hears the deep voice of a river troll say. More creamy that way. No, no, no. Another voice that sounds the same disagrees. We cook them like little bloodfang orcs in butter. You idiot, yet another of them yells. We roast them with vinegar. None of them listened to the protests of their ingredients, a group of bloodfang orcs cowering in a corner. Should Mocha and the Hawk interfere before the river troll and his comrades have agreed how best to cook their captives? To the rescue! Or appease the river troll and its comrades with cattle from Albedo. Clear the ogre's keep without a fight. Or I could just leave the river bloodfang orcs to their situation. It's an easy fight first, so let's just get in there. And you know what? I'd like to see how this one goes, so we're going to get in manual combat here. Oh, this tea is amazing. Oh! This is actually a battlement fight. Alright. So, right, you're burning. Well, that's great. Let's have a look at a brewer orc. Ogre, rather. It's a fighter, tier 2. Frigid belch. A putrid belch that deals damage in a 1-hex cone. Demolisher. Okay. Drink. Unit gains strengthened, sundered defense. Frigid belch. Defense. Burn. It's currently on fire. Strengthened, sundered defense. Volcanic heat. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. We've got a river troll. This is a tier 3, so this is the one to worry about. Look at that face. Barnacles. I love the model. This model is amazing. Melee strike, razor net. That's immobilized. Currently wet. So resistant to frost and lightning, but more weak to frost and lightning, but more resistant to fire. They have natural regeneration. Heals 10% of their maximum hit points as temporary hit points at the end of its turn in combat. Heals 10 hit points at the start of your turn on the world map. Wow. So every turn it regenerates 10% of its maximum hit points. Ye gads. Trolls are amazing. Okay. Butcher's Cut. Target enemy unit has a chance of being killed instantly. Chance scales with missing health. That's terrifying. Alright. Oh, didn't know you could inspect units. Yeah. If you click on a unit, it's left click in this window, but right click on the world map. That might be why you didn't realize it. We can open up with a spell if we want to. I'm gonna have Soul Fire as a decent spell there. 10 frost damage. Pop that in. Bow there will do nicely, or maybe there. Depends on what I want to hit, really. You're just going to regenerate it by the time I get there, so this is the better place to hit. This is a Gore-Tusk Piglet. Right, the Tyrant Knights. What are you? Bountiful Heartlings. They're halfling knights on ponies. Oh my god. This is amazing. And yes, ponies are a unit that you can have as a steed. By the way, you can totally 100% decide that your race rides battle ponies instead of horses or spiders. Ritual cannibalistic. It's just, I swear that it's just amazing. Right, well, if they want to come out to us, they're going to have to go through here, so I'm just going to get in position. What are we going to get? Got some Grimbeak crows. I would like you to make a... Actually, no. We're going to move this turn. All the way up here. And on the next turn, we're going to summon an army of zombies. Oh, straight over the walls, is it? Fair enough. I mean, you are ogres, I guess. Aha! Resisted your immobilized. You literally used a net on a bunch of crows. That should have been the best thing to attack. You silly, silly sausage. 5 spells ready to cast. They still clustered. They are no longer clustered in any useful way. Can't easily get to you, though. All friendly animals and cavalries. I've got animals there and cavalries over there, I suppose. Gonna move you to the side. Gonna have you summon your zombies in. Cavalry can almost one-shot you. Wow. I approve. Let's do it. Halfling cavalry! And they are electrified. So they'll die on their turn. Or I can just have the crows finish them off. Which I will. Crows eating a bunch of piglets. Pretty much exactly how it works in real life. Right. Go there with the electric. Very nice couple of hits. And some regular archer fire. Perfect. Now, as for you, there's not a lot I can do right now. Let's move forward. I guess at this point, yeah, Cosmic Ablation is the best chance for me to do something useful. Sure. Oh, I should have done that at the beginning. If I was going to use the spell, because then it buffs everyone. I made a Dark Elves with Astral Attunement and Forest Magic, and you can get some pretty wild early game units. Yep, you called them Shadow Fae. Ah, that isn't cliche. Oh, maybe it is, but... You know, cliche for a reason. Things tend to get cliche because they're good enough to say more than once. Right. Ending turn. Okay. Bleeding. Did a lot more damage to you than you did to us. Did the bacon just cook itself? I think those crows are not for this world for very long. I mean, you did well done for fighting back. I approve. Like, you're still burning a lot. Explosion over there about to happen. Alright. Well, now you're clustered. Makes sense for me to go for an attack here. I could just take you out, though. Or I could take you out. Let's go for... It's a really inexpensive attack. But it will kill you. And get Star Blades for that. You finish them off. Bacon ready. Go for him. I don't even think our undead are going to get into this fight, sadly. But that has taken his reaction attack out, which means that my knights can draw back and can then charge back in, thus getting their charge bonus. Because otherwise they would have had to have taken an attack of opportunity. Let's move my zombies forward. And my spearman. We don't really have an animal that we can buff. Can't be effective. I mean, you're the only one that could. Sadly. So, all I can do is... move up and attack. Only 70% chance of hitting, but... We did. We did a decent bit of damage as well. It's nothing to sniff at, certainly. Just hold the line, hold the line. Now, we can get a little bit more involved here. I could get over there for 100% chance to hit. I'd have to go through the fire though, but... No, 70 is good enough for me. Go. Some nice buffs there. Oh, it would be great if I ate something, but I don't think this is good enough. Bad luck. Right, let's see what you attack. If you attack the birds, that's not a problem to me. You're just going to clear the way for some of my other units to get in there. Right. Now, do you have retaliation? You don't. Yes, you do. Never mind. That may have drawn your retaliation away. No, never mind. We're going to do enough damage with these knights to be able to finish the fight. 51! My lord. Halflings, man. Hey, Shadow Cannibal, how you doing? Well, that was not a bad fight. Decent amount of food sent to Albedo as well.